All right, you guys, we're back again. I figured today we'll go take a cruise down a nice road I ain't got to go down in a little while, especially since getting the new bike. Gonna be a lot of stuff to get through over here. Boy, I do hate this cold weather though. Eventually, I can't wait to be back into the summer. A lot of rocks in the road out here today. Of course, there's all this freaking construction. I can't be the only one who feels like their area is always under construction for some reason. It's like they're never done. It's a nice Mustang right there. So I was thinking about for uploads is at least 2 to 3 times a week is what I think I'm going to start off trying to keep up with and see if we can't go for more from there. Of course, I probably will just upload videos whenever I feel like it, just because times like this aren't really planned. I just decide to get out and go run around. Come summertime, I do plan on getting a lot of cool footage, whether it's racing things or going out with people that I know and actually doing some fun stuff. But we gotta get through the winter time first. Of course, I guess it could be worse. There's some people who can't ride right now, or I guess won't ride right now. Trying to line up some people I know with some sport bikes to see if we can't test this thing out. I think it's going to be interesting to see how this performs against a sport bike, because I get a lot of people from both sides on the Harley world and the sport bike world who say that, you know, it's slow either way, and I just really don't think that's the case. But I'm sure we'll find out in the future. I know the sport bikes on the top end will definitely get me, but I'm interested at all the way up to about 100. Of course, you know, we're not all driving at 150 miles an hour all the time, though that's about where I want to get this bike capable of getting to, is about 150. It does 130, 135 now, which is faster than my last bike for sure. So I wonder, you know, with some simple adding of power, if it'll change it up a whole lot. I'm sure anybody from the area who actually watches the videos will know what's going on here. Wow, that looks bad. And for the while, the channel will be filled with a lot of just whatever I feel like, until we can get more into the area whether we need to be in. I'm sure everybody understands the annoyance of riding the cold, but I'm not gonna let that stop me. See, this is what the Sportster S is good for. Woo, we slipped! Just simply get around, so easy. You do definitely have to be easy with that throttle. If you're not ready for it, it can get out there. Of course, it's got all the nannies on it, so it's not going to do nothing too bad. But even times like that, you know, the more comfortable I get with this, you know, the more I tend to give it, it makes a difference. Really, I'm interested to see how it does up here. I'd come run through here on my iron, and it's always fun. And of course, I gotta wait for cars half the time. But on the iron, I didn't typically have the issue of slipping like this, so that's the only thing that's a little discouraging. But that's not necessarily a, you know, a bike thing. It's more of a driver thing. Okay, looks like we're getting lucky today. Alright, you guys. Let's see how we can cut it up through here. So much different. And oh boy, is the power usable out here. Holding the line great. And you know, honestly, this doesn't feel unsafe at all. I feel pretty steady into the bike. It's nice and controlled. Around these speeds on my iron, it'd like to shimmy around on me and make it very scary. Hit a bump like that right there, and it start rocking back and forth on you. Really just does not add to the confidence of riding. This, you can just really get down in here. I mean, just fun. I can't wait until we get some mid controls on this. Or maybe I'll just get used to this right here. Oh, it's a monster after 4,000. Just the way it cuts through here, it holds 80 so well. I'm sure everybody watching thinks I'm crazy flying through here. Oh boy, oh boy. I tell you what though, the suspension did not get better from one Sportster to another. And not having the mids, you can't really race with it. You just gotta take it. We didn't even go into 6th gear. Thinking we're going to take the long way around on this one. Go for a longer format of a video, I guess. Had a different one ready to load up, but there was some issues, I guess. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I'm really new to getting back into all this with the technology side of things, so still learning as I go. It doesn't make it easier that I don't have the proper stuff to probably do all this, but we're just going to keep going through it as we go, and it'll just get better. Alright. So this is some of the stuff I want to definitely show out. I don't see nobody on YouTube showing off any much of the performance of this thing. I mean, lovely, just lovely. I watch some of these people on YouTube that drive these high speeds. Of course, they have these fairings. I really need to get one. And when I say you can cruise at these speeds, I mean it's very much cruisable. You know, take out the wind and it'd be perfect. The bike isn't struggling at all, and it's sitting at about 5 right now. You can just gas back into it and get back up there. Always ready for you. Try to around with some longer style videos. I really hope this one transfers over. This will be a run that y'all probably see kind of often whenever we get out with some people. This is a nice road to really just get out on. You can run through those twisties back there. There's not much of that kind of area around here. So you really just got to soak up what you have. When we took our trip to go ride through the mountains, they called us flatlanders when we talked to some of the locals. But the more I, you know, paid attention to the riding I was doing, they very aren't wrong, you know. It is a lot of just flat around here, as you can see. I seen somebody put a Road Warrior fairing on there for Memphis Shades. I'm thinking about doing that, or the little Mohawk style fairing they got on the front. You know what else I find really particular? This bike has a whole button for heated grips, and it's not even on there. You gotta buy it separately, and the people at the Harley shop were talking about it like it had it on there. I'm not sure if they just didn't know, didn't think about it, or what, but I thought I had heated grips and I was wrong. Of course, I could have paid attention more, probably. Whee! Reaching! See, if I had the windshield tucking in at these speeds, it would be so much nicer. From 90 to 100 and something. It's almost like I'm not moving right now. Oh, this one was a turn that tripped me out my first time. Oh, lean, baby, lean. You really have to lean into that one right there. I remember my first time I had a Suzuki C50T was my first motorcycle. And when I hit that turn, moving 50, I about shit myself with how much I had to lean into that bike. You know, a lot of people say you should have started out on something a little different than the C50T. It's a bit of a big bike. And I will say, when I moved from it to my Harley Sportster, that the difference was profound. Even though the Harley was heavier, I'm pretty sure, since it was smaller, it was a lot easier to learn things with, just maneuvering and getting comfortable all the way around. Look at these beautiful views right here. Ah! My lid popped open on me. I just recently bought one of these Scorpion helmets. Switched up from an LS2. I will say the LS2 was too loose. This one feels a little tight, but I think I would prefer that over the little bit too loose. Man, this bridge sucks. Oh. I wonder what a better shock would do. If it would help anything going through corners or anything weird like that, or if it would just make my butt more comfortable, or really my spine. Because with these forwards, that's where you're soaking up all this stuff from, is your spine. You're crunching over. They say it's an aggressive riding position, which makes no sense to me, because forwards are about as relaxed as you can get from, you know, when it comes to cruising. but as I've gotten used to it, they're oddly not too far forward. They could be a lot forwarder than they are now. Let's just put it that way, right? Yeah, because while they are out in front of me, they're not, I'm not really super extended. And where the mids were on that iron, they were pretty close to where they're at right now. I mean, for a round town bop, this bike is damn near perfect. It feels insanely fast with that torque. That torque. Big old truck. Boy, you can feel the wind off of him. Switching lanes. It's not the smartest style of riding I'm doing out here, at least right now. But boy, is it fun. To find some fast riders who like to do stuff like this more often. Watch a YouTuber by the name of The Goat. Man, I just love these videos. I mean, there's a lot of reason why I even thought about doing this. You know, not much talking, just enough, and then just lots of riding. I love the riding. I love the high speeds. Depending on how this bike goes, I may end up getting a sport bike after this. But this is going to be my test on whether or not I want the sport bike or if I want the cruiser. Because if I can't deal with this, well, cruiser it is. I dreamed of that on my Sportster, and I'm not even moving the fastest. The Sportster would be so unsafe at this speed. Boy, she sucks some gas when you're out here doing it though. is she fun. Big truck, big truck. Bumpy, bumpy. And then we slow down. These people getting on this highway, sometimes I slow down to damn near 5 miles an hour on this shit right here. These people in cars don't know how to take turns. And then, this is where I'm glad about this one right here. See, at least now, power's there to just get up, keep going. Over there, I have to kind of worry about it on my iron. We can go through here anyways. It's people who get mad at these drivers out here. In all reality, if you're out here doing this shit, man, you have no reason to be getting mad at them. I'm the one out here acting a fool, and I damn well know it. Man, at RPMs, this thing sounds nice. Tell you what though, these fucking bar mirrors suck. I can't see nothing behind me, man. Low fuel. Well, I once heard, always fill up. Gotta have that full tank. Lordiness, my fingers and toes are cold. Well, I think this is gonna be it for us today, boys. I am gonna call it a shot.